All right, welcome. Today, we are going to unlock a skill that feels like it's straight out of a movie, but it's quickly becoming something we all need to know. We're talking about how to talk to artificial intelligence. Let's get right into it.
Just stop and think about that for a second. What if you could just describe a story or a video or the answer to a really tough question, and a computer could just, create it for you? Well, that power is way closer than you think. The trick is just learning how to ask for it in the right way.
So first things first, let's break down what we even mean by AI. You hear the term everywhere, right? But at its heart, it's just about teaching computers to think and learn. The easiest way to wrap your head around it is to just picture a super smart assistant that's basically waiting for you to give it something to do.
So that leads to the really big question. How do we actually talk to this smart assistant? Well, the secret, and I'm using air quotes here, the main skill you need to get anything done with AI is something called a prompt.
A prompt is, simply put, your instruction. It's the question you ask, the command you type in. A really good way to think about it is that it's the conversation starter. And that first step is absolutely crucial because it sets the entire direction for whatever the AI does next.
And this brings us to what is, honestly, the golden rule for all of this. Garbage in, garbage out. It's an old computer science saying, and it's never been more true. If you give the AI a vague, messy prompt, you're going to get a vague, messy result back. But a clear, detailed prompt, that's where the magic really starts to happen.
Okay, so let's look at how this actually works. And a really fun way to get the hang of it is to just turn it into a game, especially if you're doing it with kids. It kind of strips away all the technical stuff and just focuses on being creative.
Okay, so check this out. You're not just saying, write me a story. No, you're giving it characters with really interesting details. A brave knight who's afraid of the dark. And then you give it a solution, a friendly dragon whose fire glows. See? It's those little details that help the AI create something that's actually unique and interesting. Or you can try this. You can set up a whole scene through role-playing. Here, you're telling the AI who it is, you are a talking animal, and who you are. This gives the AI a personality and a mission, which makes the whole conversation so much more fun and dynamic.
And it's not just for making up fun stories. You can use prompts to get the AI to think logically. By telling it, you are a detective, you're asking it to use a structured approach and to think through a problem, step by step.
Okay, so now let's level up. Let's see how these exact same ideas, being specific, setting a scene, can go from simple text games to creating entire videos from just an idea. The core concept is exactly the same, it's just on a much bigger scale now.
And the process is actually way simpler than you might think. It really just boils down to 3 steps. 1, you write a really specific prompt. 2, the AI does all the heavy lifting and actually generates the video. And 3, you just come in at the end to edit and finalize it. It makes video creation something anyone can do. So, for example, look at the ingredients in this prompt. You've got a specific length, 30 seconds. You've got clear characters and an action, an alien sharing a cookie with a squirrel, and a defined tone, happy and upbeat. You're basically giving the AI the perfect recipe to follow.
Or you can use it for something educational. Again, it's the details here that make all the difference. You've got the length, a very clear audience, a 4th grader, and you're even directing the style, asking for bright animation and a friendly voiceover. This is how you steer the AI to create something that's actually helpful.
All right, so we've seen it in action. Now let's just boil everything down into 4 super simple rules. Seriously, think of this as your cheat sheet for getting amazing results pretty much every time you talk to an AI. Rule number 1, and this is the big one. Be specific. A prompt like write a poem is just okay, but write a short, funny poem about a robot who is afraid of toasters. Now that's specific. The more detail you pack in there, the closer the AI is going to get to what you're imagining. Second, you've got to give the AI context. Don't just ask it to explain black holes. Instead, give it a role and an audience. You are an astrophysicist, explain black holes to a group of curious high school students. That context changes everything about the tone and the level of detail you're going to get back.
Rule 3 is to provide constraints. This is how you control the shape of the answer. So instead of getting a giant wall of text, you can ask for a bulleted list of 3 key points or a 2-paragraph summary.
Heck, you can even ask for a reply in the form of a Shakespearean sonnet. Constraints give you the format you actually need.
And finally, rule number 4, use examples. Remember, sometimes showing is way better than telling. If you want a really specific writing style, you can literally paste in a paragraph and say, write a new story, but in this exact tone. It gives the AI a perfect pattern to copy.
So, there you have it. The simple secret to talking to AI. It isn't really a secret at all, is it? It's a skill. And it's all about being specific, giving context, setting some rules, and using examples. So now, it's your turn. What are you going to create first?